It's always been said that something like 30% of the fuel economy depends on the driver. So that's a lot. That can be $10,000, $20,000 in fuel a year for some of these trucks. So it really does matter how the drivers are trained to drive for safe and fuel efficient driving, as well as how the fleet rewards them or incents them for doing that.
We're seeing drivers that are becoming more and more efficient, more and more aware of how their vehicle operates and how their different technologies on board the vehicle can help them be one of these champion run-on-less drivers that is truly focused on being as efficient as they can possibly be.
It's plugged into the truck right here, and then if you come up, there's a receiver. It's this right here. That's plugged into the truck, and then what it does is it Bluetooths to our Android phone here. And then when I start the truck, what will happen, like if I turn it on, a little green light will pop on like it did. And then this will say if it's green, yellow, or red, if I'm in adjustment by how hard I'm hunting on the pedal. That keeps you from being too aggressive on the pedal.
One of the technology areas that's really growing in the truck industry are in-cab cameras, both forward-looking and inward-facing camera systems. They are extremely helpful not only to the fleet but to the driver as well. The cameras can help protect your CDL as well as your fleet and its insurance. The cameras can prove and validate that the truck fleet and the driver were not at fault.
We wanted to focus on the driver environment. So we've made investments in, for example, disc brakes on all components, so tractors and trailers. Our commitment and dedication to that was to ensure that we could stop in a shorter distance. Also making investments in collision mitigation, lane departure warning. Not all of it is widely accepted initially. You know, we get some feedback from drivers that it's a little intrusive and that it's too loud. And we've worked around some of those things to be the voice of the customer and to work very closely with the OE and our service support to make sure that we have it dialed in properly.
These are our Qualcomm systems. They're our electronic logging. We can receive messages from our company without having to pick up a telephone or anything. It'll read it to you without you having to worry about taking your eyes off the road or trying to pick this up. It won't let you use this at all if you are a single driver. It won't let you activate anything other than when you're sitting still.
So we tend to find that as we're talking to fleets and drivers that are very fuel conscious, they're also very safety conscious. Safety is job one for almost all fleets, and driving in a safe manner is also driving in a fuel efficient manner.